find the principal values of the following. First one, so one method is put it as theta. Without property I am doing. We are not using because this comes in the first exercise. The properties are in the second exercise. So we can do without property also. So we'll do both the methods. So take it to the other side. It will become sine theta is equal to minus half. So we can write this as sine theta is equal to minus half. Half is which angle gives you half? Sine 30. Sine 30 means pi by 6. This is sine theta is sine of minus pi by 6. Right? We can write like this. So theta is minus pi by 6. Is it in that range? What is the range of sine inverse? The question is sine inverse. So sine inverse, you should know whether it is in this range. You have to write that. So you find the answer and check whether it is in that range. If it is not in the range, you have to bring it to the range. So this is minus 30 is in that range. So this is one way of doing. Or the same problem can be done using the property. What is the property you have learned? Sine inverse of minus theta is minus sine inverse of theta. So this sine inverse of minus half, you can write it as minus sine inverse of half. And whenever you find inverse, you have to think about the angle. As I told you, inverse function will give you the output as angle, but trigonometric function will give you the output as a ratio. Here this is an inverse, so think of the angle. So this angle is minus pi by 6. So minus pi by 6 belongs to this range. So that is the principal value. I am going to use the properties only. Second is cos inverse root 3 by 2. So which angle gives you root 3 by 2? Pi 30. So that is pi by 6. Now you know the range of cos. Cos is 0 to pi. That's all. That's the answer. It is in this range. So that is the principal value. Third one, secant inverse 2. Which angle gives you this 2? Or you can convert. See, cosecant inverse, if you find it difficult to remember the trigonometric values of the reciprocal functions, you can also, you have learned this property also. Cosecant, you can write it as sine inverse. Take the reciprocal of this. Cosecant reciprocal is sine. 2 reciprocal is 1 by 2. So you can easily now find out which angle gives you 1 by 2 in sine. That is 30. 30 means pi by 6. So it is pi by 6. But when you write the range, you have to check whether it is in this range. So write that here. Tan inverse minus root 3. So I am going to use the property, you know, tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. Okay. So this is minus tan inverse root 3. So that is equal to minus tan 60. 60 is pi by 3. Range of tan inverse function belongs to minus open bracket minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. Cos inverse minus 1 by 2. So I am using the property here, cos inverse of minus x. What is cos inverse of minus x? Pi minus. Remember, cos, secant, cot. Cos inverse, secant inverse and cot inverse of minus x will be pi minus that function. So pi minus cos inverse of x. So this is equal to, this is your x. So cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse of 1 by 2. Don't write minus 1 by 2 again. 1 by 2. So this is pi minus cos inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 3. That is equal to 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3 means you know it is 120. So what is the range of cos inverse function? 0 to pi. So it is 120 is in this range, isn't it? 0 to 180. So it is the principal value. Tan inverse of minus 1. tan inverse of minus 1 minus tan inverse of 1, that is minus pi by 4. It is in this range.